Hey everybody, been a minute, um, but I decided to come talk on my blog for a while. Right now I'm in the midst of supposed to be doing schoolwork, but my mind is so all over the place. And right now the class that I'm in is about Christian worldview, and I'm having a bit of struggle. I don't know, lately, depression has been chasing me, and I'm trying to fight it and ignore it and not worry about it, but it's taking a toll on me. It's just pushing at my heart and my mind, and I'm ready to release it. I am. I don't want that to take over me to the point where I lose everything I'm working for. As you know, depression has a way to make you not want to focus. And sometimes it will get you off track till you'll start losing everything. I've been there before. I don't want to be there again. I'm trying to figure out ways to cope with everything that's in my heart that I need to release. I'm tired of screaming inside. I'm tired of crying. I'm begging God to give me some type of clarification to what I need to do. And I guess that's why it's so hard for me to do this assignment. It's asking about the nature of God and nature of Jesus, humanity, and stuff like that. And I love God. I do. I love God, and I believe in God. And I know even in the midst of me going through the situation that I'm going through, God is still real. But as humans, sometimes so much happen and so much going on that to the point that we get to, like, I don't know, like, not that we don't love God, it just, we stuck, like, God, you still there? He's sitting right next to us, but is you still there? Like, what do I need to do? I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm not out here doing half of the things I used to do. I'm no longer the person I am. I used to be. I have a lot of anger in me. I do. I have a lot of anger in me that I try to get out and I try to release. I try to distance myself from people that trigger me. I'm trying to be a good woman. I'm trying to be a good mother. But God, it's just, my heart is something just keep tugging at me. And I'm just like, can you hear me? I'm trying to progress and move into better. And it's like I'm stuck. And then sometimes it's like I'm praying, but why? And I know there's nothing but the trick of the enemy in your mind. But sometimes you be like, why? Why am I praying? Like, am I praying for no reason? Is my praying going in vain? Is me wanting greater and better in life? Is it going in vain? Like, God, what it is? What is it? Like, what's the next step? I don't want what I'm going through worry about so much in my life that it affect my kids, my partner, the person that I'm with, people that connected to me. Like, I keep telling you, God, I'm here and I'm open. I'm willing to allow you to do whatever it is you need to do. But it's like you're not willing. And I hate to think, God, do you want me to go through some more suffering before I get what I need to get? Why? I know in the word, many occasions people had to go through so many trials and tribulations to experience the true manifestation of God. And I feel like I have went over the hurt and the pain and whatever it is to feel the true manifestation of God. I might not go to church like every Sunday, but I pray. I do. I worship at home. Probably worship and pray more than the people that in the church. Sometimes, so I'm just be like, why? What, God, what is it? What's my next step? Like, I know this can't be the ending of me going through up and down emotions. Knowing your word that doesn't say nowhere where we every day will be easy. It doesn't. It does tell us that things will suffer for some things to be so. But I just want to know how much more suffering. How much more, like, years, 28 years of living. Even from a child, I don't remember too many happy days. And that's the most horrible feeling ever. I don't. And I don't want to dwell and just live in what hurt me. I don't. I want to walk in peace, happiness, love, joy, all of that. Not just only, I don't just only want to walk in. I want others to be. God, I be going through so much hell within myself, but I'm one of those that will try my best to make sure everything around me is happy. So sometimes I lose myself. And I don't want to keep living like that. And I don't want to give up. Sometimes I can hear the enemy like he's laughing and mocking me. Amen. Within me and outside of me. Like he's laughing and mocking me. Nothing ever's going to go right. You thinking you progressing, you about to get knocked down. I hear these things. It's like, and I be crying and saying, God, like, why? Like I said, I have been taught the word, and this class that I'm in, makes me look at the word a little different. It does. It not in a good nor bad way. It makes me look and think more outside of teaching from in a church. It does. I guess because it gives you the education and the background, for real, and the history. Not only the, Bible verses, and it gives you a little more depth. And I sit here and I be like talking to God. I be like, even in some of these posts when they ask, Do individuals think, oh, powerful and mighty God, why do we think He will let us endure and go through some things that we go through that hurt, like illness and stuff? And even though, it goes back and speaking about Adam and Eve and the fallen man and whatever, and then about how Jesus came back to for cleanse us, give us an opportunity to be cleansed from our sins. And then you sit here and you observe life, and you, like, a lot of times now, I see more and more of things that I think I was blinded to. And I be like, where is this situation taking me?
Nah, scrunchie. It's on your hair.
Um,
I'm almost done taking down.
Look up there. Or either in that thing, in the helper box. Or there on the helper box in the room. But excuse me, but it just I'm still puzzled by a lot in life, and I think I want to learn more. I feel like it's a lot of stuff in hidden, and it's a lot more. God is trying to, it's a lot more He gotta be trying to get through our heads, because I know for a fact suffering is not gonna be in it. We learn about in due time, if we live right and according to His word, we one day, walk into His glory and then have all of that eternal life and everything. And I even see people of God, like men and women of God, like walking in faith, but they imperfect. No one is perfect, but they imperfect. And I was listening to the radio. I think it was Erica Campbell station, and this guy was on there. And he was speaking about his transitioning to doing whatever that he does in the morning, about certain the topic of motivation of that day. And he said how much he grew and matured, and what he learned from being in that setting, about how to put it. Let me see I don't really know how to put it, but we wasn't designed for this. We wasn't designed to hurt and go through this. And he was pretty much saying, like, the church was within us. God, like, the church and God is within us. And we learned that, like, we are God's image, but He's all knowing. So our whole lifeline is written up before we even placed in our mother's womb. And I'm like, how and why did we going through this? Our life was written out even before we was placed in our mother's wombs. So why do we have to just experience this pain to manifest and love God? I guess it makes you, it's a way of, I don't know, probably God saying that we appreciate Him more by going through what we're going through. We appreciate the manifestation afterwards. And I'm just like, I love you, God. But why do I have to experience so much hurt and pain to manifest in you? I remember the times where I just completely cut out everything I know in my life that was what you say what might be sinful. Stop doing stuff. Fornicating. I remember doing all of that. And I still went through some stuff. And I'm like, why? Like, what am I missing? Like, it's like even every step you take, it's still like you're missing something. It still ain't, like, it's not that good. It's not good enough yet. What is it? You can worship, pray, surrender, but it's still, I don't see people that claim that and not even just claim, to me, even live a life that is holy, just enduring and going through so much. Like, why? That's why I just pray that one day that everybody can just get what they need completely. For we don't have to do this. Like, people dying left and right. People that, babies. And I was told that's a blessing for a child, even though it's hurtful. To God call them to glory early, for they won't have to endure and experience this pain and hurt they will have to go through on this earth. And I'm still trying to figure out, why do we have to experience this pain to get what we need? Maybe one day, our answer will come clear. Maybe it might be in my face. Just pray one day I get that understanding. Whatever it is.